Hey guys, thanks for coming back. This is part two of the GameWired's GamePro review of issue 122, September 1999. So we just got done reading a few of these questions on the left, or just a couple of these head-to-head letters from fans to GamePro. Well, on the next page here, you got a Road Rash 64 advert with a baby's rear end in the upper right and four controllers. Not entirely sure. Oh, for Rash, I see Road Rash, and there's a rash on the baby and on the baby's bum. Let's see, head to head in the upper left hand corner. Phantom gameplay. I don't really think I need to read that, but I'll zoom in if anybody wants to screen cap it or screenshot it and take it and read it for yourself later. There's more mail. So let's move on to the next page. Another advert, Monster Truck Madness 64. Now, buyers beware on the left-hand side here. This feature is one of my favorite features in the series of GamePro. I always had to read buyers beware because basically buyers beware is essentially what it sounds like. Listen, somebody bought something. And this again shows you what we had to work with prior internet. So we had no internet. The internet was still in its infancy, so no one really used it widespread. There was always that one kid in the neighborhood who had internet, and you ran over his house and checked out a few sites and went to go play outside. But so basically, you didn't use the internet as a teenager. Or as a kid, to look things up, to research things. So buyers beware was very important because it told you, hey, listen, don't buy this product, or there's something wrong with this product. And basically the people who were writing in told wrote GamePro, as you see here, looking to get GamePro's insight on what to do. So let's see, let's read one of these here. Let's see. Someone has a problem with a Pokemon game. So, question. I have a problem with my Pokemon game. After catching the creature Missigno, if I messed that up, I apologize. I'm not a Poke fan. I'm no longer able to play any saved games. Is there something wrong with my Game Boy or my game? Answer. A Nintendo customer service rep answers. Catching Missigno, sorry, again, I apologize for fans of Pokemon. Catching him may cause the game to do two things. The graphics in certain areas will look scrambled, or your saved games will be corrupted. You'll know that your saved games are corrupted if you can't retrieve them. The only solution to this Missigno glitch is to erase all of your saved games and start a brand new game. To erase all saved games, go to the main menu and simultaneously press B, select up. A menu will appear asking if you want to delete your games. Delete all the games and start a brand new game. In the new game, save your game in the area where you have your first battle. Wait a few seconds to make sure the game is saved, and then turn off your system for a few minutes. Turn on your Game Boy if you can play your saved game, then you'll know the glitch has been erased. The watchdog growls. So basically, GamePro's not really happy with this. This glitch really sucks, especially if you've caught all 150 Pokemon and saved the game with Missigno. You'd think a company like Nintendo would be bug-free, especially with its extensive game testing division. Perhaps a refund is in order. So GamePro was a little relentless when it came to that answer, so that was interesting. One more here. Question. In the Buyers Beware section of your May issue, Nintendo stated that it wasn't necessary to take out an expansion pack once it's inserted into an N64 because old games will still play. So why doesn't Space Station Silicon Valley work with the expansion pack? Answer. A Nintendo customer service rep replies, Space Station Silicon Valley may freeze if there's an expansion pack inserted into the system. The only solution is to reinsert the jumper pack when playing this game. The watchdog snarls. So again, GamePro, not liking the answer from Nintendo, replies, Nintendo clearly stated that all N64 games can be played with an expansion pack inside the system. Now it says the Space Station Silicon Valley is unplayable with the expansion pack. Perhaps Nintendo should give jumper packs away for free. to anyone who has lost, thrown out, or misplaced theirs because of the confusion created by the Big N. Jumper packs go for $4.95 and are sold only by Nintendo. As far as we know, Space Station Silicon Valley is the only game that is unplayable with the expansion pack. So again, I mean, buyers beware was very important as a gamer back in the day because it just informed you of some of these issues going on and about. Levi's insert, Pro News, Game Boy, there it grows again. Let's see if we can zoom in on this article here. This basically talking about cell phone companies and Sega, yes, Sega, jump on the Nintendo bandwagon in Japan. What was this about? Nintendo's 10-year-old Game Boy is changing from the little system that could to the little system people can't believe. 2 early summer announcements served to support the handheld's continued, if atypical, success in the homeland of Japan. In late May, Sega Enterprises president shocked readers of the Japanese newspaper with the revelation of that his company would soon sell software for Nintendo's Game Boy Color. Details are still being finalized, but the first title expected to appear on the portable is a portable version of the Saturn RPG Sakura Wars. So that was interesting. Sega basically coming out saying, we're going to make some games for the Game Boy. So if anybody wants to read that, you can go ahead and screenshot that or pause the video. 64DD is to debut at last. So it's a question mark. So they weren't sure. 64DD was interesting because it was basically supposed to be an add-on to the N64 that only released in Japan and never in the North America. They were really, really close to getting that thing started, but it just never took off. Let's read here. In early June, Nintendo happily announced a new joint venture in Japan that would introduce an online network for Nintendo 64 gamers, enabling them to access the internet, play games in online tournaments, and download new software this winter. And where are you going to store that software? You guessed it, the long-delayed 64DD disk drive. So Nintendo 64 DD obviously stands for disk drive. So when's the 64DD coming out? Nintendo is not saying, but the company does expect to have 10 compatible software titles out by year's end and hopes to sell 500,000 units in Japan. Also, in order to access the new network, users will need the 64DD, a modem, and the RAM expansion pack. Nintendo expects to offer all of the above as a bundled package, presumably also by December of 1999. So that never happened. If the 64DD comes out in Japan, will Nintendo release it in America? No. In hindsight, I'm looking at no, that's the answer. With the Dolphin and PlayStation 2 looming, the Nintendo Dolphin that is it already too late? Read GamePro for future developments. Yes, it was already too late. There's a little picture of the Nintendo disk drive. Thanks to Nintendo's new online network, the 64DD looks more solid than ever in Japan. So quickly, let's take a look at Sony, this bottom news bit here. Sony to show the PlayStation 2 in September. I believe that's September of 1999. The public will soon get a chance to glimpse. The public will soon get a chance to glimpse Sony's future and maybe the future of console gaming as well. A lot of people have been asking when they'll see the next generation PlayStation. Sony Computer Entertainment America President Ken Kutaragi said to him at a Japanese award ceremony in June. He says, "We're pushing to unveil a prototype at the Tokyo Game Show on September 17th. Sony will probably announce a price and release date for the system at the show as well, and could begin selling the machine as early as this holiday season in Japan. GamePro will give you the goods. Be sure to watch this space for details." Flashbacks from 10 years of GamePro. Let's see here. Spectacular Septembers. 1991 September. Nintendo launches the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the SNES. 1993, Acclaim releases Mortal Kombat for home consoles. The Super NES version replaces blood with sweat, but with the right code, the Genesis cart contains full gore. So Mortal Kombat was a really huge deal when I was a kid. In the arcade, just looking at it in the arcade was beautiful. But when you found out it was coming to your home consoles, oh goodness, I could not wait. A lot of hype for that. 1994, Acclaim releases Mortal Kombat 2. The Super NES version now contains blood and fatalities. 1995, Sony launches the PlayStation in America for $299.99. Within the first 2 days of release, 100,000 units are sold. September 1996, the Nintendo 64 is officially launched for $199.95. Within the first 3 days of release, 350,000 units are sold. September 1997, GamePro gets the first scoop on Sega's new system, the as yet unnamed Dreamcast. 1998, September, GamePro touts Messiah as a game poised to bust major buzz. We're still waiting. 1999, also September, Sega announces the Dreamcast. So real interesting stuff there. I am going to unfortunately have to pause for to stop the video here. I'm going to create another video, part 3, coming up. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be right back.